Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
ElleKosGlam at home.
All right, everybody. So today we're going to talk about some cruise news, catch up with everything and what's going on, and try to get through this thing together, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll talk about all that and more right after we get back. All right, good, happy Sunday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I had to think about all of that real quick because it has been a long and busy week.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to everybody who has commented on my social medias and Mr. Traveler's social medias this week. This week was my mother's birthday. And as you know, I take a week off of social media and everything. Thank you, everybody who has commented on my social media and wish my mother a happy heavenly birthday. Mr. Traveler had me busy all week. I didn't even have time to think. We spent a whole day at Disney. We went on the water. We did a lot this week. So I wanted to stay busy, but I appreciate you for taking me out this week. I needed that.
That's what we do.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we just try to keep you busy and keep you focused because that is definitely a difficult thing to always continue to go through. And I definitely want to say hello, good afternoon, everybody. If you would be so kind, give us those big old thumbs up there on the video. Let us know that you like it. If you have not done so already, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button on here. Tell your family and friends it is the greatest compliment that you can pay us. Make sure you, once you subscribe, you hit the little bell notification on there so you get notified when we do these live videos like this from our home base or when we do videos from Disney or the beach or to somewhere.
If you hear the hawk outside, it's a little hawk that chases my dog every day. I hope he don't get him, but that's who you hear in the background. We have our windows open. The weather is absolutely beautiful this week.
Yep, absolutely, guys. So, all right, so let's talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go from there. Just want to say hello to everybody. I see so many people on here this afternoon.
It's Stan, Queen L. I love it when he calls me Queen. Hey, Queen.
Life by Thomas, Tavia, Desiree, Sharon, Angela,
Hi, Angela.
Shy, Crystal, Blessed Nettie.
Yes.
Cruise Talk, Ms. JT, Rhonda.
My brother from another mother is on right now. I
Prima.
heard he did some fishing this weekend.
Yes, he did some fishing. I should have put the thing on there so I could have showed the picture of it.
Yeah.
That would have been so funny. So, Cruise Talk sent me a picture. He went fishing, and he showed me a picture. You had to tell me what kind of fish it was, JT, because I can't remember what kind of fish it was. But anyway, he had a nice, good-sized fish there. And it just so happened.
Do you know what kind of fish it was?
No, he's gonna have to tell us.
Okay.
So I was just so happened I was at Publix down here at our supermarket, getting something for dinner because, well, I guess it makes sense in a second. So anyway, he sends me the picture. I see the fish, and I'm walking out of Publix, and I just so happened to be buying fish for dinner. But my fish was in a bag, so he was showing me a picture of him holding a fish, and I showed him a picture of holding my bag of fish. Like, here's mine. Here's my catch.
He caught a real fish. Mr. Traveler went to the store and bought us some fish because I wanted some fish tonight.
Yep.
So thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you that's on. Oh, Linda said she just landed from a trip to Jamaica.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
nice.
That's nice. I'm jealous.
Well, let's talk about that first because black drum and the sea trout. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's what he caught on there. So they looked good size catch there.
Thumbs up to my brother from another mother down there fishing, catching things. You know, he do it real big.
All right, so let's talk about this for a moment and what that means for us here in the United States. I am a little concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to hold you up. Canada has suspended, starting today, all their flights going to Mexico and the Caribbean all the way till April the 30th. So they just absolutely cannot have any flights to or from those destinations out of Canada.
So Canada shut down flights to Mexico and the Caribbean. You can't go there and you can't come back, right?
Yeah. And there's a lot of rumblings with the CDC as far as testing for flights, which we've already talked about. They have the requirement already when you come back from international flight that you have to have a COVID test, which a lot of the resorts are doing things like having the testing available at the hotel, either as part of their package or for a small charge. They even have them at some of the airports. And you have to provide that documentation to the airline before you're allowed to board the flight coming back home. So that's already in place. So I'm really concerned when I saw Canada do this pause in flights, because I just can't sit here and wholeheartedly tell you that they're not going to do it here in the U.S.
Well, Mr. Traveler have to be honest, and when he get a gut feeling, normally it's right. It's probably going to be a domino effect.
Yeah, I can see it happening. You guys can weigh in there and see what you think. But
comment below and let us know how you feel about Canada's stop flights to the Caribbean and to Mexico, back and forth. You cannot go there and you cannot come back in Canada right now. Is that going to affect the U.S. as well? Do you think they're going to jump on board? Comment below and let us know.
Yeah, so I genuinely am a little bit concerned about that portion.
Me too.
But for those of us who are looking forward to cruising, that doesn't necessarily really affect anything, because April the 30th is in conjunction with the cruise lines return to sail.
It lines right up.
Hopefully.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so concerned now with all these different variants popping up and of this disease popping up. And then there's some talk about some of the vaccines don't necessarily protect against a new strain. And I think there's one from South Africa, and there's also another one from Europe, right?
Europe, yes, a new strand is coming.
So, I don't know.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If it does happen, we'll be the first ones to tell you. We will break the news, of course. But right now, you cannot go to Canada or come back. You cannot go to the Caribbean or come back. You can't go to Mexico and come back from Canada right now. And I'm hoping, how cruise lines jump on trends. I hope U.S. don't jump on that trend. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And Cruise Talk is absolutely right with the Canada. That does affect a lot of Alaskan cruises, which has kind of been up in the air right now with what's going to go on with Canada. That may affect on how some of those cruise lines return to there. You may not be going into Canada. That may affect the one-way cruises from like Vancouver up to Canada. So I don't know. It's a lot of up to Alaska. So it's a lot of unknowns right now on what's going to happen. Very strange and unusual times, and
it is
kind of in conjunction with this.
I would think that a vaccine test would be enough to go over, to go from Canada to the Caribbean. That should be enough.
Yeah.
But no, they actually shut it down.
Well, here's the part that's interesting, and you guys feel free to weigh in on this. The part that's interesting to this to me is when people, let's say you contracted COVID let's say you contracted it in December. Potentially you could still do a positive COVID test, and I don't know, I'm not all scientific about this stuff, but I'm just kind of going by what I've read and researched here. So you could still pull up a positive COVID test now because you have the antibodies in you. So a lot of these resorts, what they're doing for the flights, you have to have a note from your doctor signed off on saying patient XYZ contracted COVID December the 1st, and now they're past the incubation period, yada yada yada. Because when you go on your trip to Jamaica or wherever, and you go to come back home, you're going to have a positive test potentially. So you have to have the note there as well as the test. So now, but the question becomes to me is, how do you know that that person that's already been infected doesn't now have the new strain and is bringing it back with them? And maybe that's kind of some of the reasoning behind there. So, that may be part of their rationale in doing this. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with Crystal. A lot of people are getting the vaccine, though, but I think it's a two-step vaccine. Some people are running, going to get the first one and forgetting to get the second one, or they don't have the dosage for the second one, and it's just a big mess to me. Comment below and let us know how you feel about traveling. Should a vaccine injection be enough to travel overseas, or are they okay with just stopping flights altogether? We're not cruising, so now we can't travel at all. I'm over it.
Listen, you guys, and I feel super bad for a lot of you.
Read the comments below, because a lot of people have a lot of things to say, and we don't have time to read everybody's comment, but they put some really good comments down below. These are veteran travelers. If you watch our channel, you definitely traveled the world. So comment below and let us know how you feel about it.
What was I going to say?
I just want to travel. Okay.
I feel bad for, that's what I'm saying. I feel really bad for a lot of you that are up north.
Me too.
That are stuck in the snow and all this other stuff. They're having ice
storms tomorrow and today.
We were talking about that over the weekend, and it's just like, can you imagine if we were stuck in there and doing this? So I really feel for you guys, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
We've been talking to some family that live up north. We have a lot of family that's up there, and they still on lockdown. Nothing is open, especially in Michigan. No restaurants are open. They can't go anywhere. They can't go to the movies. They can't go bowling. They can't do anything. They're more locked down. And here we have things open, but you have to wear a mask and you have to be safe. There's a lot of people here right now.
And it's like, I told the family, I said, if it wasn't for people wearing masks, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't
know it was a pandemic.
Anything was going on down here. Yeah. We're pretty much wide open.
There's a lot of people here right now.
I saw some comparisons to California versus Florida with similar population.
Well, let's talk about it.
And them with the lockdown have more cases over there than we do here with our, I'll call them personal precautions, because they haven't locked it. They locked us down kind of for like 3 weeks. Disney was down for like a couple months, I think.
Yes.
But now that everything is back,
it's almost a year
back open. I mean, people are.
The vaccine is here. Why is everything still locked down?
Yeah, people have been doing the right thing for the most part.
Yes,
we see.
I have to give them shots out, because when people go to the restaurants, they have their hand sanitizer. They have sanitizer for us at the restaurants on every single table.
Yeah.
And there's some people who can't even work. They can't work right now because of the pandemic. Well, I think it's a political thing, and it has a lot to do with politics.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a sticky situation.
It is. I mean, it's very good and strong arguments to be made on both sides of the issue. It really is, and it's really hard to take a stance on what should be done, what shouldn't be done. Outside of, I'm more of the opinion of letting people take personal responsibility.
Me too. We're adults.
For being cautious, right? Absolutely. And I think
California is worse right now.
Well, I see Thomas Rowley saying people didn't follow the rules, the lockdown rules in California, but that may be part of the problem. They're locked down, so they're just rebelling. That may be part of the problem. I don't know. It's hard to say.
It is.
Kind of while we're on the bad news train.
Let's just keep going.
I'll save the good news.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I'll save the good news for last, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm sure you guys probably have heard, and we were going to go live with it early this week, but like I said, it was just kind of a busy week. But Norwegian had brought a lot of crew back in preparation for the return to sail, and now they're sending them all back. So Norwegian has started the process of sending the Norwegian Joy and the Norwegian Encore fully loaded with non-essential crew back to their home countries. So that's kind of a...
That was sad.
Yeah.
For Norwegian to do that, that was a big move, and that was not going towards one day closer to cruising.
We are one day closer to cruising, but it's just like, when is this going to happen? So
I think there's a process they have to go through, and it's tough. But once we get past all this, we'll be selling safely.
What's interesting to me about it, in a way, is, okay, so right now we're scheduled to go back to cruising May the 1st, potentially. Norwegian is sending these people back, and they're saying that some of them will get home towards the beginning of April. Well, that's just a month away from, potentially opening. So do they know something that we don't know?
They probably do. We'll see. And we don't know exactly how long the travel bans will last. That's up to each and every governor of the state. I do believe they have rights to say how long the lockdowns will be. That would be the governor of each state. Like California governor has to say how long the lockdown would be. Our governor was over it. He was over it. He was like, oh no, we have a lot going on here in Florida. We the number one travel destination, so we are open, but we are open safely. And I got to give it up to everybody who's in Florida, because there's people who are making sure we social distance, and our numbers are down. I'm glad about that.
Yeah, and I saw Cruz talking about getting an RV. That's it. I have talked to several people who are like, we're in the market for getting some type of a boat. JT has an RV, so once we get our thing, I guess we can link up and camp and go fishing and all that good stuff together. Yeah. But that's where we're at. It's just like, okay, if we're going to be locked down, I guess we're going to have to resort to going camping and stuff, which is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's great. This is probably an awesome time.
This is a good thing. We can turn this into a good thing.
Yeah, if you have never explored or have limited exposure to this great country that we live in, there's some beautiful places that you can do with the RV. And even if you don't have an RV, you can do like the RV America or General RV, those different ones that rent them by the day or by the week, and go out on an adventure, go out and explore. It's really beautiful places out there. So for the time being, travel in your own backyard and just get out of your house and forget about your worries for a few days. Outside of that, I would also recommend start planning for your next adventure. If you want to, look at it, we're at February already in 2022. So if you feel safer planning for 2022 now, that might be a good thing to do. So start planning your family trips for 2022 now for the cruise or land portion of things, and then this year explore your own backyard as time permits. So that may be the thing to do to kind of have more of a reassurance. So, okay, so next year we're going to book a cruise in March or February, whatever, for spring break with the kids to get out. But for this year, what we're going to do is, rent an RV and go down to wherever, go to the Poconos or go to Tennessee or something, wherever you want to go.
I appreciate everybody who's coming below. I'm trying to go to the questions and answers. Well, it's a lot of statements down there. So let's just fish. We're gonna kind of fish through the comments. We usually don't do this, but let's talk about it.
You can flip through here, like.
Auntie Gladys said Alabama is open with masks. So they really close to us. Georgia is wide open. So these are places that you can go if you don't want to be, we are grown, we adults. If you don't want to be part of the lockdown, you can leave and go somewhere else that's open. We're open here. Let me see. Algie said, I'm ready to cruise. Dave USA, when you guys, hold on, let me just read this right. USA, when do you guys think they will open the borders to UK? I was so close, but Biden changed it from the 26th. Okay, yeah, and then Gigi Dome said there are vaccine shortages, and it will take time for the vaccine to be effective.
Yeah. And
then, like Thomas Riley said, people don't follow the rules in Canada. We actually know some people who live in California. We have talked to so many people that live in California. They are over it. They are over the lockdown. So here's your chance to voice down below. Let us know how you feel. Say whatever you want. If you tired of being locked down, you ready to go. You just want to do a staycation in your state where you are. You could do that too. We're just trying to give you some ideas to hang in there.
I was laughing because I read, let's see, where did it go to? Thomas Riley talking about, that they say the best day owning a boat is the day you sell it. So
boat means bust out another 1,000.
Bust out another 1,000.
When it goes broke, it's just a toy.
Yeah, I mean, fun fact about me, I was I don't want to say I was raised on the boat, but I was raised up around boats most of my life through my childhood. My stepdad had a 42-foot Chris Craft and then a 33-foot Chris Craft. So we spent a lot of summers out there and did a lot of that stuff. So, the best advice he gave me is that they are not an investment. They are toys. That's just what they are. If you're
looking for appreciation, don't buy a boat.
But I never really appreciated it per se in Michigan because you only get to enjoy it for 4 or 5 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Whereas down here, it's year round. You can go out and go fishing. Even if you just go into Intercoastal or something, if it's rougher weather out there, you can go to Intercoastal, go fishing or whatever. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to do it this year for sure.
And if you don't like boating, you're not near the ocean, get you an RV. You can even rent an RV and take off and go, to the mountains, go camping. There's a lot of things that you can do. A lot of people are hitting us up with, wow, what can we do while we on lockdown? We're so tired of being on lockdown. So we decided to bring this video to talk to you all and try to help you hang in there and give you some options and some ideas. Maybe you want to do a resort. Try to go over to one of the resorts that's here. There's a lot to do here, Yeah. So try to hit up Florida if you can.
Karen Carter said, "Do you guys have any cruises planned for this year?" Yeah, we actually have.
Yes.
We actually have 3 altogether.
We have 3.
We have the Mardi Gras, which will now be the new inaugural sailing for the Mardi Gras. Mm-hmm. Who knows? We have our Hawaii group cruise.
Yes, hopefully.
And we actually, for the first time ever, we have a Christmas cruise plan.
We do. We've never been on a Christmas cruise. Hopefully this year we'll be able to do it.
Yeah, we have a Christmas cruise plan this year. Okay, so enough with the bad news. I'm done with it, guys. We're gonna
keep talking below.
We are gonna get through this, and I'm telling you, like we talked about before. I mean, it's just gonna make us appreciate it so much more when we get on. I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Comment below and let us know what port that is. Do you know where that is? We're not going to tell you. Just comment below and let us know, where are we looking right now? What port is that?
They know where that's at. And it looks like
the weather is about 85.
And they got the beach chairs all stacked up down there. So that's pretty sad. I mean, that tells you they're just not really getting that much traffic. Look at all the beach chairs stacked up. Mm-hmm. But man,
beautiful.
What I would do to be able to take a dip in there right now.
Comment below and let us know, what port is that?
And 3 beautiful ships off there in the distance. It looks like all Royal Caribbeans, if I'm not mistaken.
Jerry Alexander said, "I'm here." I heard that, Jerry.
Yeah, that's beautiful old Saint Martin.
Saint Martin,
guys. Yeah, it's. I tried to look around for the port cams.
Tina Fox got it.
Oh, Tina got it. Mm-hmm. I tried to look
Carla got it
at the port cams, but
of course, Cruise Star got it. He been there many times.
Not Miami Airport. Well, I don't know what's going on at the airport. I never looked at that one before.
Right. Jamaica, Crystal said, "Beam me over to that port, please. New Jersey to ATL."
So, you guys ever get bored on your computer, just do this. Go to port webcams.
Yeah.
And do this. It's pretty cool to go on here just see this. Okay, so.
That's Miami, right?
Let's go here because this will segue nicely into our next story. Oh, there's a ship. That looks like one of the Oasis class. That looks like it's either the Symphony, Harmony, or the Oasis.
Do you see back there past the bay in the ocean? There's a ship back there.
Yeah, that's one of the big girls.
I think
Allure,
Miami, they're moving the camera, so they busy in Miami.
Allure, Symphony, Harmony, or Oasis. It's one of those. It's an Oasis class. Oh, look at her, guys. Oh, there's another ship too. Oh, there we go. It's a Norwegian. That's one of the older Norwegians. Look like the sky or the sun. Sitting there in the port of Miami. That's Norwegian's newest terminal right there they're sitting at.
It is. Beautiful.
And that kind of segues nicely into our next topic, which is Carnival broke ground, and we were at Terminal 3 last week when we talked to you guys. We went to Terminal 3 and saw home for the new Mardi Gras when it finally gets here in May. Yes. You better get here, please. So when the Mardi Gras gets here, Terminal 3 is going to be home, but they just broke ground in the Port of Miami.
Yes.
For Terminal... no snowball. For Terminal F.
That's the wind blowing. Snowball is not like that.
Terminal F, they broke ground for in
Port of Miami.
In Port of Miami for the
Carnival Cruise Line.
For Carnival celebration.
The celebration, yep. So Carnival Cruise Line, yesterday they had a ceremony in the Port Miami. They had a groundbreaking celebration like Mr. Traveler was saying, and it'll serve as the home port for the Carnival celebration, and that ship will debut 2022.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
Yes, I'm listening.
When my birthday comes in next week, maybe we can just go down to Miami. I can just sit there at the port and we can watch some of the ships come in.
Mr. Traveler's birthday is next month, and I'm having the hardest time trying to figure out where to take him for his birthday, because we normally go on a cruise.
We're getting a close-up on another ship here.
Let's look.
Let's see who this is. That looks like an MSC, perhaps. Is that my Seaside?
Is that the Seaside? Definitely an MSC.
I can tell you when it gets to the back if it is definitely MSC. But is it the Seaside? I'll tell you in just a second here. Gotta get a look at the back.
We hope you're enjoying this footage, and make sure you contact us if you want to go on your next cruise or resort.
No, that is not the Seaside. I don't.
Is that the Sea View?
I think that's the Meraviglia, I believe.
Meraviglia, okay.
I think that's the Meraviglia. Yeah, the Seaside has that sweet back end on it.
Yep.
She's got a nice backside.
If you're interested in taking your next vacation, you may want to plan for next year. Give us a call, 877-697-4470, or we could be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. You get me, you get Mr. Traveler, or you get Cruise Talk, which is JT. Now, when you call them and you talk to them, please make sure you're nice to us, because we're trying to help you. So we are nice people, and we like to do group cruises with nice ones, and we like to join up like-minded people, and you will make a friend for life. If you do one of our group cruises, you will definitely have a friend for life. That's for sure. You get to spend a week with them, and you get to know people on cruises, and you get to know us. We have dinner with you and everything, and you get to know us, and we are the same in person as we are right here on YouTube. A lot of people call us and say, "Oh my God, it's Mr. and Miss Traveler," and I'm like, we the same people. We just regular people that try to get you to travel. So in this pandemic, we are still pushing you to travel. So make sure you just go ahead and book you a weekend somewhere and try to go somewhere. Or if not, just wait till all this is over and do one big cruise or one big trip. You will not regret it.
So Sharon Hardison asked,
Hi, Sharon.
I need to book the celebration for November 2022. I know you can help me. Absolutely.
Give us a call.
So here's what you do. Give us a call, because we have a group cruise, in case you didn't know, on November the 22nd, 2022 on a celebration. That is a Thanksgiving Day cruise, or it's during Thanksgiving week. And you will be on there with a lot of people
Yes.
that are already booked, but we have room for you. If you have another week in November you're trying to go, not a problem. But, well, it's only one other week, because that's the inaugural.
Yes.
So there's only one other week in November.
You'll be exhausted on one of our group cruises, because we are busy. Unless you want to hang out with your family by yourself, because some people come on our group cruises and they say, you know what, we want you to take care of everything, but I really want to spend time with my family. That's fine too. But you can go ahead and call us. We open from 9 to 7. And, if you call early, I'll get it. I'll pick the phone up. But leave a message, and please be nice to our people.
That could be us right down there at the bottom of the screen. Look at that. They're having fun. They're just zipping along there. in their little boats.
Mr. Cruzstar said people are disappointed when he answered.
What?
They better get over it. That's my brother from another mother. Cruz Talk works hard.
Yes, he
for
does.
Each and every call that he gets, and his wife is just a beautiful person. She has to actually sit there when he's on the phone, just like I have to sit there when Mr. Traveler's on the phone, and you just have to be a little patient with them and, thank them for their services. They don't have to do it. We don't charge for this.
Well, and quite honestly, COVID really threw us off of our game plan big time because
it really did.
We were actually merging away from we're trying to work more behind the scenes and have more agents, and that's what we were.
We want to work on marketing.
That's what we were aiming towards before all this COVID stuff hit, and it's just like a lot of other businesses and people that COVID has just absolutely wrecked and destroyed businesses.
It pretty much crushed a lot of people, and they're trying to make a comeback.
Yeah,
but we'll get there. How do you say it? One day closer.
One day closer.
One day closer to cruise.
All right. So anyway, Sharon, she said that's her week. Give us a call. Yeah, absolutely, Sharon. Give us a call.
I appreciate Thomas asking everybody to hit the like button and help these great folks out.
Hit them thumbs up.
We the realest people on YouTube. We don't hold them up. We just two kids from Detroit who following our dreams, just like you are.
All right, guys. So, and we'll have, I guess somebody will have a video sometime soon. She has got me working a very large project in our home.
Yes, I am filming the footage, and I will have it up as soon as Mr. Traveler finishes. He is building something in our house, and I wanted to definitely show you how to do it. If he can do it, anybody can do it. If we can do it, anybody can do it.
I should take that.
I'm not an engineer. I'm not good with math. Mr. Traveler is good with all that stuff. When we lived in Michigan, he built our kitchen by himself with just his buddy, and he did most of the work. So he is very good with doing things like that, and he is working on something for me here. So that'll be up very soon on ElleKosGlam.
Yeah, I like it. Tina said, "Smash that like button."
Smash the like button. Thank you, Tina.
Yeah, that's the what we're supposed to say, right? Smash it. Smash that like button.
Smash it. I like that.
All right, thank you so much for watching today, guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us, and make sure you give us a call. Be nice to us, because if you're not, I'm gonna tell you. And make sure you're nice to Mr. JT Cruz Talk. And thank you so much for your comments. Every thumbs up, every thumbs down, that means you watched it. And hopefully we can start going live from some more places around here to give you some ideas of where you want to travel to.
Yeah, we're going to try to do some more getting out and abouts and do some live from around town and all that good stuff.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Go ahead and watch those port cams, because we are.
Life's short, everybody.
Have fun.
See the world.
Bye, everyone.